Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. As an aftermath of the meeting that the presidency had with South leaders in Port Harcourt, the governor of Rivers State has further spoken about the meeting, and according to him, if what they have mentioned as their request during the meeting is not implemented, then President, as Buhari, will be setting Nigeria on fire. And there had been also a lot of reactions from different quarters. People have also talked about it, especially the Ndibos, most especially the IP0B members. They have reacted to the statement made by the governor of Rivers State about Buhari setting Nigeria on fire if he refuses to implement, some of the things that they have pointed out to him. You're going to hear all that reactions and all of that. But first of all, let's look at what Wike had to say after that meeting in an interview granted him. According to the news, the Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, has urged the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, to prove to Nigerians that he is ready to do the people's request. The governor said the president will set the country on fire by not implementing some of the requests voiced out by leaders during the recent discussion with the presidential delegation led by Chief of Staff to the President Ibrahim Gambari. It has been reported that Gambari led ministers and federal lawmakers to meeting with leaders of the 6th geopolitical zone as a way of addressing concerns raised in the aftermath of the NSAS protests. Gambari and the presidential delegation had met with governors and leaders of the South geopolitical zone in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, on Tuesday. At the meeting, the South leaders, including the Rivers State governor, demanded the restructuring of the country in line with the principle of true federalism, saying it will guarantee peace, security, and stability in the country. Giving an update on the meeting on Thursday morning, Wike said the president still have time to implement the people's will and age a legacy for himself. He further said, and I quote, "I am not a pessimist. I don't believe that because you didn't do what you agreed to do yesterday, therefore you will not do what you agreed to do today. Even if he, Buhari, have not done what he told Nigerians he will do, he can say, look, I promised Nigerians yesterday. I didn't do that, and that is affecting my integrity. And so for people who knows me, I will implement what I have said." People have raised the issue that they don't think anything will come out of the dialogue. I don't agree with them. I believe that if the president does not do it, given the opportunity he has now, he will be putting Nigeria on fire. Continuing, Wike said political will to implement what the people want is key to governance. According to him, the president has to show leadership by listening to Nigerians and by implementing the people's request. He may not necessarily implement everything the people may want, but let the people see the concrete evidence that under President Buhari, he has been able to implement 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 demands by the people. If he, Buhari, doesn't take this opportunity to implement some of these requests, I don't think it will be very good for Nigerians and for his legacy. And that's what he had to say. But guess what? The Southeast, mostly IP0B, have decided also to clamp down on Wike because he had talked about giving ears to the request of the people. And then big questions have been thrown at him, which I will look at that, look at what Wike had to say, and also look at what the question that they are throwing at him, especially from the people of IP0B who had some misunderstanding. Let me not call it misunderstanding. They had a lot some few weeks ago to do with Wike in Obibo. All right, let's first of all look at what they had to say. All right, so let's start reading the comments. And this one here said, someone that doesn't take advice is giving another person advice. Wike, did you take our advice when we talked to you about the killings that went on in Obibo? Please, we do not want to hear from you. This one say whether Governor Wike himself is not listening. He is saying the truth. Listen to the message, not the messenger. And I want here say, if you want to be living in Nigeria, forget about leadership, because these guys are living only for themselves. Hustle up. Another person here says, how did Wike order army to kill Igbos in Obibo? People don't mind what the Igbos are saying. I live in Oyibo. From the day one of this whole thing to the last day I am in Obibo. I know what exactly happened. So tell us now. And this one says, anyone who doesn't like Wike should close his or her eyes and ears wherever he is talking about any matter of national interest. He is the governor today. Tomorrow, another person will be there. So wait for your turn to do more than what he is doing now. Leave our governor alone. Go to your state and see what your governors are doing. For now, Wike is the River State governor. Allow him to be Igbos who doesn't even know what they want for themselves. Must you disturb River State to get your Biafra? Look at the governors of the 5 Igbo states doing busybody, actualizing Fulani and Islamic agendas, and you are here disturbing the peace of River State with your Biafra agenda. If I have to read everything people are writing here, man, you'll be really shocked. And this one says, President Buhari is better than Wike. Reason, Buhari has never one day sent army to any part of the community in the north to manhandle them as a result of violence. Just look at Wike only. Because of Just Ensa saga, he redeployed army to Bibo to maltreat, arrest his own people. I am shocked. Whoa. This one says, my advice to children of light in Nigeria is that they should be very careful with those that they elected into political position. All of them belongs to the same kingdom where they are promoted when they take some action. I detest them and can't eat their food of affliction. So many people talking there, but let's go straight to the point. Wike had made mention of some very key things like restructuring. This issue of restructuring has been dealt with severally, but I think it's important for us also to look at those who are manning the position as governors, because for me, when they carry out or when they restructure Nigeria, it will enable development, in all the states, because some states are too dormant, too uninterested in, excavating the natural giftings of not just their people, the geographical environment that they have found themselves. They've refused to do that, and they are just waiting for allocation from federation account and all of that. I believe with the issue of restructuring, most of them will start, being industrious by possibly getting all that they have in their disposal in their individual state, and seeing, before you know, we will see most of them turning out to be experts in different things. And when that happens, most persons who are really targeting, if we restructure Nigeria today, you see that the next election, there will be a lot of fine-tuning. Because by the time we realize we are not getting anything from federation account, some persons whose purpose is to go there and loot money, most of them are going to stay back. Economists will be the one. Entrepreneurs, people who have the will of the people will be the ones to go out there and see how they can, secure the position so that they can put into use what they have been planning for the state. But at the same time, let's look at the negative aspect of this so-called restructuring, because everything that have a good side possibly have a bad side. Imagine having a leader who is not a genius, a leader who does not have creative mind, who is not innovative. Imagine what will happen to that state. Total decay, I tell you the truth. And what NSAS is just the tip of the iceberg, because we're going to get it worse than that. Talking about when you talk about restructuring, you're going to be paying the salaries of all the state workers. you're going to be in charge, or you're going to be the one providing all the need of the state via your internally generated revenue and all of that. Imagine having someone who have little or no knowledge in a business, what he will do. Before you know, the state will sink real big. And then let's also look at leaders, possibly if one is a leader and is given an opportunity to lead the country, restructure. Imagine what will happen. Some of them will turn out to be mini gods. They will make up laws that will shock you to your bone marrow. Some of them will start practicing autocracy. We will see the level of hardness of the hearts of some persons, if such is avail, that opportunity avail. So as much as we are pursuing all of this, we need to also take into consideration the negative part, so that in 2023, if possibly the restructuring come into being, in 2023, we will know the kind of people to vote into office. We would like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What do you think about the statement made by Wike and also the attack he has received from the Igbo group? Let's interact.